Charli DAmelio just revealed her go-to coffee order, that she's writing a book, and so much more. We have all the details. I'm Gianna Rosenberg.
I'm Gabby Conti, and this is your 24/7 celebrity news. If you've been following Charli DAmelio for a while now, then you know the 16-year-old TikTok star is a big fan of Dunkin' Donuts. Charli recently told 17, quote, "I feel like I'm not ready to tackle my day until I've had my Dunkin' coffee." And Charli for sure practices what she preaches, as you'll often see the most followed person on TikTok sipping on a giant iced Dunkin' Donuts coffee. But you might be wondering, what exactly is she drinking? Well, Dunkin' Donuts has always been a part of the DAmelio's morning routine. She told 17 that growing up, she would go to Dunkin' with her dad for donuts, and then when Dixie started driving, she would take Charli there for coffee on the way to high school. Charli's go-to order, so take notes, you want to know this, her go-to order is actually a cold brew with 3 pumps of caramel and whole milk. And that very drink is now available at Dunkin' Donuts, and all you have to do is ask for the Charli, but they might not know what it is, so just in case they don't know, make sure you have what it is.
This is so funny. I mean, ever since Charli rose to fame, she has had a Dunkin' Donuts coffee in her hand.
And it's, yeah.
And like, that's how I feel like I associate
She's done
Dunkin' Donuts
TikToks at Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
My nostalgia of Dunkin' Donuts is in high school that sometimes if you were good, the teacher would bring in munchkins, or people would bring in munchkins.
They're the best.
Which are like the little donut holes. And so to me, I just like, I always associate munchkins. I don't think I've had a munchkin like since high school.
Honestly,
but they're
same.
so good.
We should
They're
bring
so-
some in for
for
Oh my gosh, they're phenomenal. So it seems like Charli will need as much caffeine as possible, as it was just announced that she wrote a book. Her first book is called Essentially Charli, the ultimate guide to keeping it real. It's available for pre-order now and will be out on December 1st wherever books are sold. Charli told 17 what fans can expect from her first book, as she said, "It's all about navigating social media, staying true to who you are, finding close friends that support you, and some never before seen photos of me, my family, and my life." And finally, Charli and Dixie's highly anticipated podcast will be dropping very soon with even more advice. The podcast finally has a name, Charli and Dixie, 2 Chicks. And as we report this podcast will launch in just a few weeks, as it gives listeners more of an inside look into the lives of these famous sisters. I feel like for a really long time, a few years ago, everyone was very obsessed with Kylie Jenner, the Kardashians, like that whole thing. It was lots of makeup and hair. These two are so cool because they are so themselves. They don't overdo it. They're just regular teenagers, and they haven't changed at all since this whole fame game.
They haven't changed at all, and I also love it because in their sit-down interview that they did, they just released their own YouTube channel, the DAmelio family. The whole family is dressed super, super casually.
Yeah.
The 2 sisters are wearing sweatshirts. The mom is wearing like a flannel shirt and jeans. The dad is like really like casually dressed, and that really is their brand. And I feel like that's why people love the DAmelio so much, because they're not like the Kardashians, where it's like, oh my God, I don't even have any of that money.
Absolutely.
It's like this is their style, and their brand is like very attainable.
Absolutely, I love it.
I think it's so cool. So Charli also has been very outspoken about cyberbullying she's been facing since becoming famous, as well as standing up for her fellow TikTokers like Cover Annan, who was recently body shamed on the platform. As Charli said in a tweet, "Words can hurt so much, no matter who or where they're coming from." Charli explained that while she's tried her best to not listen to the hate, she finds it hard to do. As she said, quote, "It's impossible to completely avoid and not be hurt by it at times. This is why Charli has been focused on spreading kindness on the internet." As she recently said, quote, "I want to send the message that of positivity should be your go-to response. The negativity takes so much more effort, and in the end, you could be hurting someone. I just hope that I can help change the minds of people following me, and that kindness will continue to spread online." Which is so true. You know, I had a friend who always used to say, likes are free. Like when you like someone's like post,
so
or like a
easy to
tweet,
do.
it's so easy to do. It's so free. You know,
my
these
gosh.
content creators, they face so much. Someone who has 1 or has millions of followers, they all kind of go through the same stuff. And so, you know, just telling someone who doesn't have a lot of followers, or who has a lot of followers, and seeing a thing they like, you're more likely to get your comment liked by saying something positive. If you say something negative, like the person's gonna delete it possibly, or get hurt by it, or block you. So
It's another way of being kind.
Yeah.
So it's like, do it.
likes are free, guys. Just do it.
Likes
You know,
are free.
double tap.
The DAmelio family also opened up about their rapid rise to fame in their first sit-down interview. Here, Heidi DAmelio revealed that she does offer Charli some level of parental control on her TikToks, but only because Charli asked for it. Charli will often ask her mom if she should post certain TikToks, to which Heidi advises that if Charli is wondering if she should or shouldn't post something, then that's her answer right there. As Heidi said, once it's out there, and you can't take it back. So if you're having those feelings already and you haven't posted it, then you shouldn't do it. Heidi also said there are some things that her and her husband will make Charli take down. But for the most part, she has good judgment. But yeah, I love that Charli does this. I feel like it's super important, especially she's so young. Like she's 16.
She's 16, and it's good that she runs stuff by her parents. And we know what happened with the WAP dance and how her mom felt about that. And I think it's cool that she listened to her mom and didn't do the sexually explicit part of the song on her TikTok. What do you think about Charli's new book? Will you be pre-ordering it and reading it? And will you order the Charli the next time you're at a Dunkin' Donuts? Let us know. I'm Gabby Conti.
I'm Gianna Rosenberg, and follow us here at Hollywire for your 24/7 celebrity news.